Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be part 2 of the crazy customer series. So if you see me wearing the same outfit from the last video, that's my outro that I forgot to film. I forgot to film an intro to this video, so that's that's what this is. Yeah, welcome to part 2 of Crazy Christmas. Wingstop one. Not really a crazy customer, but kind of. So I think I'm up front and I see these two girls walk in and they're kind of like stumbling a little bit. But you know, I don't think nothing of it. We're open until 12 o'clock. So a lot of times like we get all that, you know, we get all like the drunk or the high people really. Cause who don't want some wings when, you know, they're tipsy or high. So I see these two girls stumbling in. I'm just like, whatever. They go to the bathroom and I didn't see them leave. I don't remember seeing them leave. But long story short, when I need to go to the bathroom, I walk in and that shit looks a dump. When I tell you, it looked like two pit bulls were fighting in there. How, like, I don't understand how a human could do all this to the, like, I don't understand how a human could have done this to the bathroom. Before I continue, I don't know for sure that it was these two girls. I just thought it was because I could have swore that I saw them walking into that bathroom, and not too long after is when I went in. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. I don't know what happened. I like it looks like two animals were going through some shit in there. Like they was thumping in there. Like they was thumping in the bathroom. Like I promise you, it was two bears or something. Cause I don't want to go into detail, but this bathroom was nasty. Like it was number 1 all on the floor, as well as number 2 on the walls, and toilet paper everywhere, and just the garbage. Oh my god, garbage everywhere. The garbage can was like flipped over. It was so bad. This is so when I was no longer working at Wingstop. Fuck that job, for real. But I was no longer working there. I started working at a new place, and we had some interesting customers. At this place, we had some interesting customers. Okay, so I started off in a store next to Wingstop, and not a lot happened there, but a lot happened there. Most of the ones I have though, most of like the craziest ones is when I moved to a different location. So this lady would come here like every morning. Like it was I guess a homeless lady. This homeless lady would come to our store every morning. She's just chilling our Starbucks, whatever. Everybody knew her, and she would always order though. Like she would always order, and then like she would go chill, sit down, whatever, mind her business. But one day, I don't know what happened. Like I don't know what was going on. I don't know what she was doing. I really don't. I think one of my coworkers had went up to her and said something, like she was doing something she wasn't supposed to do, and my coworker was like, hey, like you can't do that in here. And she got pissed. Like she got pissed. She had like grabbed my coworker and started shaking him. She put her hands on him, and I was like, whoa, calm down, ma'am, calm down. And the reason why I said like I don't know if she was homeless or not, because my coworkers had told me that somebody would come drop money off to her like every morning or something like that. Supposedly it was one of her family members that would like drop money off to her. And basically she really just like, she stayed at her Starbucks all the time, but she would always order, like she always ordered something. Like she had a set order she would order. This is when I moved to that different location I was talking about. So this lady, she used to come in there a lot too, and she would always like just like come in talking to herself. Like she would always just talk to herself out loud. I don't know what's going on outside. She came in one time talking to herself like always, And why did this lady like grab a bag of chips and then grab a water bottle and then just went to go sit down? I'm like, are you gonna pay for that? Like, she just like took it, went to go sit down, and I noticed it, and I'm like, girl, like this ain't no, like, you don't just grab shit and then like go sit down like everything is cool. Like, you have to pay for this, ma'am. I'm sorry. She grabbed like one item at a time. So anyway, by the second time, I'm like, oh, like, are you ready to pay for that? I said it like in a nice way, but telling her like, bitch, like this it's not free. It's not free. I'm just telling her like, oh, like, are you ready to pay for that? What did she say? I think she said no. I think she's like, no, not yet. And then, you know, continue to talk to herself. I'm like, okay, like, just let me know when you're ready. I'll be right here. Like, I'm just telling her, like, I'm right here, sis. Why does lady start opening the bag of chips and eating it? Like, girl, mind you, she's sitting at one of our tables, like right damn near right in front of me, and just eating her chips, like like still talking to herself, eating her chips, enjoying the shit out of them. I'm like, girl, like, you need to leave. She was getting real comfortable, drinking her water, eating her chips, and but then she left. Like, she didn't stay there too long after she did that. Oh, tell me why she came back the next day. Like, everything was fine. I was making drinks. And she comes up to where we give out our drinks. She tries to order something when our registers are like literally right next to her. And people do that a lot, and it was so annoying. People would come to where we give out like their drinks to try to order. Like, girl, like, do you not see these big ass fucking registers right here? Like, why are you coming over here? Like, they're literally not even 3 feet away. She tries to order a drink. I'm like, no. She's like, what? I'm like, no, you can't have one of those. Like, no, you can't have that. She was just like, what did you just say to me? And I'm like, you came in here yesterday, you grabbed a bag of chips and a water bottle, started eating it, and then just left. Like, you didn't even pay for it, and now you're trying to order something? No, like, get out. Like, you're no longer welcome in here. I used to kick a lot of people out, I'm not gonna lie, until we were told that we can't kick anyone out. We were told we can't kick anyone out, even though like they would do some dumb shit in there. She started, you know, going off on me like, oh,
like, you're tripping, like basically saying like you're tripping over a water bottle and chips. Like, you're tripping over a water bottle and chips. Like, you're really tripping over that? You, like, is it that serious? Like, it's only like $2-3. Like,
just going off. I'm like, if it's only $2-3, then pay the $2-3. She's like,
what do you want me to do? You want me to pay for it?
I'm like, yeah, pay for it. So I went up to the register and I'm like, okay, it's this amount. And she gave it to me, and then like, but still talking shit though, still talking shit. I'm just like, okay, thank you. Now you can leave, ma'am. Walk away, ma'am. Exit, please. I walk away, whatever, because she already paid for it. So what else am I doing here? I walk away. I walk to the back, but I came right back out, right? And my coworker was like, oh, she said she's gonna slap the bun out your head. Oh, what? No, she did not. Mind you, when I came back out, she had already left. What? She said what? Why didn't nobody tell me this when she was in here? Oh my God. I was dying though. Like, girl, come slap the bun out my head, please. This next one is going to be about a drunk guy that stayed in my store. Oh my goodness. So we had another person that would come in drunk to our store all the time. And it started out like the first time I saw him, he came in and he was like trying to make conversations with people, but he wasn't pushing it. He wasn't hella acting up, but you can tell that he was drunk. Like, you can tell. Then I start hearing a lot of things about him. Like, I start hearing like, oh yeah, like the drunk guy came, because he would always come at night. So the other person that closed the store, she told me about him. Like, oh my God, he tried to lock us in here with caution tape. That's what she said, because mind you, to enter the store we had like 2 handles that you would have to like pull out like this. So I guess like the guy had wrapped caution tape, like, you know, the yellow caution tape around the doors, trying to lock them in there. And I was like, oh my God, so I gotta watch out for this fool, because what the hell, he's not about to lock me in there. He walks in the store. This time he has a can of beer with him, and again, clearly drunk. So he has a can of beer with him. He sits down at our table. He's talking to himself or talking out loud. I see him like leaving. I could tell like he's coming from like our front area or whatever, and I see that he has a sandwich in his hand, and I asked my coworker, like, did you charge him for that? Like, did he pay for it? Because he was again causing a disturbance and I didn't really like him in there. So I was like, did he pay for that? And then my coworker's like, no. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, so this dude just up and left with the sandwich. Okay, fine. And so I look later that night when it's time for me like to clean up. I look like where the sandwich that he took was, and I see that he left his can of beer the same place that sandwich was. And I'm like, bro, he really just traded his can of beer, his empty can of beer at that, for a sandwich. Like, really? Oh my goodness. And then like I go check the table he was sitting at. This dude done spilled hella shit on the table. Like, this dude spilled like his beer on the table. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm tired of this man. Next time comes around and I see that he's gonna walk in the door. I'm like, no. No, not today. Like, I'm tired of this motherfucker. So I told him, like, you're not allowed in here. Like, you have to leave. Like, bye. You're not allowed in here. Do not come in here. He gets, no, actually, no, I'm lying. So he comes in to use the bathroom and I didn't even know. Like, I was minding my business. I did not know because I was not in charge that day. So I was minding my business. I guess he went to go use the bathroom, and then I hear him going off on my coworker. I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, what the fuck is going on? So I go over there, and he said something to me. Like, I don't know what he said. Like, because I tried to tell him, like, you gotta go. He said something to me. I don't even remember. But so he walks outside. He had an umbrella with him, and he like puts the umbrella through the handles. Mind you, we have the two handles that you have to pull out. He puts the umbrella through the handles, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? And luckily, like, these two girls were walking up to the door and literally saw him do it. Like, they were just so confused, like, what the they come up right to the door after he leaves, and they're like, are you guys closed? I'm like, no, move the umbrella. Like, move the umbrella, please. Let us out of here. Like, what the fuck? I'm not about to be stuck in here. So she moves the umbrella. I'm just like, thank you. Like, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that happened. And they're over there cracking up like, girl, this is not funny. Like, I'm glad you guys came like right on time, right when he was doing it. Yeah, he tried to lock me in there with an umbrella. And next thing you know, my coworker called me or texted me, and she's like, guess what? The drunk guy finally got arrested today. I had to call the police on him. Did she say that? Or I think she said like the police came. I don't know if they arrested him for like being drunk or like, I don't know. We never saw him again after that. Like, he got arrested and we never saw him again. So I don't know why. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Salvadorian_MAMII. Follow me on Twitter. This room right here, I'm trying to turn it into my filming room. Obviously, it's not ready right now, but I have a lot of stuff I'm gonna add in here. I have stuff I need to take out of here. So the reason why these videos are looking like this right now is because I don't have my ring light in here, but yeah, I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna be on top of it for real. Yeah, as soon as this room is done, it's on, it's popping. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.